I recently watched an extremely goofy movie and kind of liked it, but it didn't really speak to me that much. I didn't think it was particularly brilliant. But I decided to watch its predecessor, a goofy movie released in 1995, directed by Kevin Lima, and I have to say I enjoyed this one a lot more. In fact, there were several points when I laughed out loud, and I will explain those moments to you in a bit, but I don't want to spoil it. And this is, of course, about Max and Goofy, and as is usually the case with a Goofy and Max story, it's about the relationship between father and son. Max is hoping to go to a dance. It's the summer holidays. He wants to spend it with a girl he quite likes. But Goofy has decided that they're going to have a father-son cross country trip, and that's what they do. Max is obviously not very enthusiastic, but he's also told a big lie to this girl, to Roxanne. So she thinks that he's actually going to do this brilliant, fantastic thing that will put him on television, and he's really doing the antithesis of that. He is doing what really is quite a mundane holiday, but for Goofy, it's something Goofy did with his own father. He's really looking forward to this, and Goofy is always one of the most emotional Disney characters because you can always see when he feels disheartened that Max doesn't want to spend time with him anymore because Max is growing up. And I don't know, Goofy just is so emotional compared to a lot of the other characters. But it's still good fun. It's not a depressing thing to watch. As the narrative progresses, Max and Goofy keep bumping into Pete and Pete's son. So they add, a little bit to the adventure. So it's not just all Max and Goofy for the best part of an hour or so. And obviously, as the narrative progresses, Max gets more and more frustrated with Goofy, and Goofy keeps embarrassing him. But eventually, there's scope for him learning a true message. Jason Marsden is the voice of Max, and Bill Farmer is Goofy, and of course we have Jim Cummings as Pete. It wouldn't be a Disney film without Jim Cummings voicing in it. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. One of my favourite moments that kind of took me aback, and this is not a spoiler, but in the beginning, Goofy says, "I'm looking forward to going on holiday with my best friend," meaning Max, and Max says, "Oh, Donald Duck?" And I don't know why it threw me, but normally if the characters talk about each other, they will refer to them by their first name only, so Donald, Mickey, Minnie. But just saying Donald Duck amused me. And Goofy also referenced Walt Disney at one point, and I just love that intertextual reference there. It just made me smile so much. The script for this, the dialogue, it's absolutely beautiful. It's great fun. If you're a Disney fan and you're a fan of Mickey and Friends, there's a lot that you will get out of this. I feel like it's got a much wider appeal than an extremely Goofy movie. Also, yes, Goofy does do his noise. I don't know what you'd call it. The noise he makes when he gets flung somewhere or falls off of a cliff. And that obviously does appear as well. It's beautiful. It's good fun. If you've seen an extremely Goofy movie and didn't really care for it for whatever reason, still give this a watch. I think it's a lot better. I think it's a lot more timeless, a lot more emotional, a lot more moving, and a lot more varied with the kind of situations they get into. I think it's pretty fantastic, and as a Disney fan, I truly adored it.